Keys from the Golden Vault is the next Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition book to hit the shelves, but it was rather quietly announced amidst all of the controversy of the OGL drama. Over on my Twitch channel, I took a look at the announcement video with chat and I shared some thoughts. So let's take a look. Let's watch this video and see what it's all about.
Hello and
welcome. Erica, hello.
I'm Erica Ishii and I'm here to spill all the secrets about Keys from the Golden Vault. A new collection of 13 Dungeons & Dragons adventures wrapped around a new genre of play, the heist. The book is full of casino jobs, museum capers, a great train robbery, and even an infamous prison that you'll see in Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves. These 13 adventures can be run as single sessions in one night.
So what I am like really interested in is whether or not this book is going to contain actual advice for running heist games, because I think that heists are some of the hardest genres to run if you don't have a certain agreement upon your group about how you're going to do it. I've been in several heist games. Several of them did not go very well, and a couple of them have gone really well, because I think generally planning a heist in D&D can result in like a 3-hour planning session where no one can decide what to do, which is not always fun. And then like all of these plans that you have just immediately get thrown out of the window. And I think for heists as a genre, generally you want to have it feel like a movie, right? Or like a book. You want that vibe. I mean, at least that's what I think a lot of people want out of a heist game. That's what I want out of a heist game. I want to feel like I'm playing Ocean's 11. And I think D&D as a game doesn't always work in that way because of the dice rolls, you know, like can just throw way too many curves at you. So I think playing other systems, like I just got Blades in the Dark, which is pretty much a heist system. You know, it's just, I'm curious to know if they're going to give any actual advice about how to run a heist game, or if they're just going to be like, here are some heist adventures. Good luck, you know? That's kind of what I'm wondering. All right, let's continue.
Linked together as one big story for a campaign that lasts for weeks and can be placed in any setting. The book also includes in-world maps to help players plan their heists, plus dungeon master advice for...
It is so funny that it looks almost exactly like the map that is in Legend of Vox Machina Season 1 when they're planning their heist. You know how they have that little hand-drawn map and it's in that like very cutesy art style? Like it's pretty much exactly like that.
I'll speak to the local animals. They'll fetch the jailer's keys and free our friends.
I know it's not a brand new style, but it's an observation that I'm making. It's interesting.
Non-traditional adventures with high risk and high rewards, along with rival crews, MacGuffins, and ticking clocks. Let's check in for details on the high-security prison known as Revel's End and the adventure that we're calling Prisoner 13.
I don't think it's a spoiler to say that the movie has a heist element to it. Serendipitously, this product is similarly themed.
Interesting that they've chosen to link it to the movie. I'm sure that was a coincidence.
Of some rare objet d'art or MacGuffin, and just like the movie, wacky antics are likely to ensue.
Now, no D&D book is complete without classic art and maps. And our approach to maps in this book is a little different. Let's take a look.
Maps certainly are a key aspect of this project, and every adventure has 2 maps. One is for the DM's eyes only.
Interesting. They're going to have DM advice. Where did it say that template? Did I just not listen to that?
The book also includes in-world maps to help players plan their heists, plus dungeon master advice for running non-traditional adventures with high risk and high rewards, along with rival crews, MacGuffins, and ticking clocks.
All right.
The key for the location, but also
I'll believe it when I see it. Let's just say that.
Things that the players maybe not know about. But the second map is an in-world artifact. It's an in-world map that the characters obtain, and it is the thing around which they plan each heist. Are those maps going to be pullable, like that you can pull them out of the book? But as I said, the players' maps are always, to some extent, incomplete or missing some vital piece of information. I always hate how it has
player maps, and then you have to like print them out yourself somehow.
Discovery later on.
The Golden Vault are the heist organizers. They're the
really like the
bosses
artwork.
who are dispatching the player characters as their agents
Erica
to
was the
help
right choice.
those
Yeah,
in need.
absolutely.
So the overall organization of the Golden Vault works with the player characters in a very specific way. There is an agent who's an NPC assigned to the player characters as their handler. But the player characters, of course, cannot interact directly with their handler all the time because their handler might get caught. So what happens is that the player characters are given a music box. When it's examined by the authorities, it looks just like a pretty little collectible. But when it is opened with a key that is especially magically inclined, it plays a message from the Golden Vault handler describing what the mission is, who the characters
I like that.
need
That's
to
a-
speak
that's
with
a
to get
neat,
more information, and
neat, like,
generally
item
giving them
mechanic
the
to
sort
put
of
in.
lowdown to get their heist going.
You can also pre-order keys from the Golden Vault as a digital physical bundle. You'll get the physical copy of the book,
Oh,
the
they're
digital
finally
copy
doing
on
the
D&D
physical
Beyond,
and digital
and the cool
bundles,
DVD
but then I think you have
perks.
to get them shipped
Plus, if
from
you pre-order the bundle,
America,
you'll
which
unlock
is,
your
like,
digital
super
copy
expensive.
2 weeks early with exclusive access on February 7th ahead of the book's release on February 21st. You know the job.
Man, that's
you know
in
the
like
risks.
less than a
You've
week.
got the talent. The only question left is, are you in?
Erica was a great choice. Well, what do we think? What's everybody's thoughts? They've updated the bundle shipping as free to Australia. Well, there you go. Because that was ridiculous. I remember when they announced those bundles initially, and then everyone went to the website and was like, well, it costs $50 to ship it here. So I'm glad to hear that they've done that. So besides the poster maps, they won't have the pull-out maps, but you can get the book on D&D Beyond and download the high-res images to print. Yeah, I know you can do that, but it bothers me a lot when they're like, give your players a copy of this handout, and they don't include the handouts. I don't know. I just feel like you could put it on a little perforated tear so you could tear out the map and give it to your players. I think it just bothers me that they're like expecting you to kind of go through this extra, but you know what it is because they want everyone, well, they're going to want everyone to play digitally, and then you'll get all the digital maps on D&D Beyond. So like, I totally get it, but it annoys me. Like, don't make me do that extra legwork. Like, you tell me to give the players a copy of the map, then I expect there to be a copy of the map that I can give them. But yeah, like I said, I'll believe it when I see it in terms of them giving good advice for running running heists. They do have a tendency to take a lot of the advice that's already been floating around out there and then just put it in their own books. Like the session 0 advice felt very much that way. But yeah, I just think it's really interesting that I mean, obviously they had to release this product because it would already have been made by the time the OGL stuff hit. I just really don't believe that many people are going to buy it if they're either because A, they're upset about the OGL stuff, or B, because we know that there's a new edition coming next year. I might pick it up. I'll think about it. I might pick it up. Okay, editing Luna here. Sorry, please don't mind the sounds of children in the background. I said this on stream, but I feel like I didn't say it very clearly. So I just want to reiterate here that I really support the writers of this book, and it makes me feel really sad that the announcement of it has been somewhat overshadowed by the OGL drama. Obviously, they worked really hard on it. They've spent a lot of time on it. A lot of the writers for these books are freelancers sometimes. I mean, I don't know exactly who's on the writing list for this one, but that's often how it works with these releases. And so if the book doesn't perform, like if the book performed super duper well, obviously it would be really great for them. So like I said, I'm still a little undecided about whether I'm going to pick it up. It is kind of right up my alley, so I probably will pick up a copy. But I do just want to reiterate that I support the writers, and I'm sure they've done a great job. If you enjoyed this very casual chat, make sure you're following me at twitch.tv/Luboffin. And if you enjoy reaction content, you might like my Legend of Vox Machina Season 2 reaction videos that I have right here. Bye!